Have you ever wondered why some really great ideas, maybe new systems, especially in areas like healthcare, seem to just struggle? Struggle to really take hold and become, the normal way of doing things.
Yeah, it's a common frustration. Things that seem obviously better sometimes just fizzle out.
Exactly. Well, today's deep dive tackles that exact question. We're looking at some research that helps explain how innovation, how things are done.
And the core idea from the source is really interesting. It says innovations are almost never just a standalone thing.
Hmm.
They're actually these highly organized, systematic changes in how services work.
Okay.
And they're deeply shaped by everything around them, the
Yeah,
social setting, the tech involved, even the physical spaces. Context is key.
that makes sense. So our mission today, explore this thing called normalization process theory, NPT for short.
Right.
And we'll look at it through the lens of a fascinating healthcare example, shared decision making.
Perfect. And NPT, it's what we call a middle range theory. It's not trying to explain everything, but it focuses very practically on what people do.
Their action.
Precisely. They're sort of agentic contributions, the effort people put in to implement something new, embed it, make it part of the routine. It helps us understand how humans try to impose some order on complex, sometimes messy social actions.
Okay, I think I'm following. Let's bring in the example. Shared decision making, or SDM. What is that basically?
So SDM in clinics, it's about patients actually participating in decisions about their own treatment.
And alongside the professionals, though.
Yes, exactly. Alongside clinicians, considering both the medical evidence and the patient's own values and preferences, it really challenges that traditional sort of doctor knows best model.
A big shift then.
Huge. And this leads to a really crucial insight from the research. The innovation in SDM isn't just, say, a new leaflet or a piece of software, although those might be involved. Fundamentally, it's about the relational reworking of that clinical meeting. It asks clinicians and patients to interact completely differently, to change their roles.
Ah, okay. And I bet that's where the problems start.
You got it. Observational studies show this again and again. There are these really stable interaction patterns, asymmetries, where the clinician usually has more influence.
Right, the existing power dynamic.
Exactly. And that makes it really tough to actually do SDM in practice, even if people have the tools or techniques.
So NPT helps explain why it's so hard to make it stick.
Precisely. It helps us understand why embedding is so arduous by focusing on the agentic investments, the actual effort people need to make. NPT breaks this down into 4 main types of work.
Okay, what's first?
First is sense-making and coherence. This is all about how people understand the innovation. Do they see SDM as, like, qualitatively different, maybe ethically better than the old way?
So understanding what it is and why it matters.
Yes, and defining its purpose, both as a group, like a clinical team, and for themselves individually, getting clear on the what's and why.
Makes sense. Once people sort of get it, what's next?
Then comes cognitive participation. This is about getting people actively involved, buying in.
The commitment part.
Right. Clinicians initiating it, getting agreement from colleagues and patients that this is legitimate, enrolling others, and keeping that commitment going over time. So building that shared belief and engagement.
Okay, understood the idea, got people on board, now the doing part.
That's collective action. This is the practical, hands-on work. For SDM, it means things like interactional workability, making sure these new kinds of conversations actually work in the real world.
Like, do they flow? Do people know what to say?
Exactly. And skill set workability, do people have the right skills? Are tasks allocated properly? Plus, integrating it relationally and contextually, making sure resources line up, accountability is clear, it fits the system, making it doable day to day.
Wow, okay. That's a lot of practical work. Is that it, or is there more?
There's one more crucial stage, reflexive monitoring. This is about assessing how it's going and adapting.
Checking in and tweaking?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Systematically gathering information about how it's working, the group appraising its value, is this actually useful? And individuals thinking about its utility for them. And all that feedback leads to reconfiguration.
Changing practices over time based on experience.
Precisely. It's that constant feedback loop.
So putting it all together, an innovation really becomes normal or embedded when all these different kinds of human effort lead to real changes. Changes in norms, relationships, practices.
And how people see them continuing into the future. It really highlights the continuous, often kind of hidden work that people do.
Okay, so to wrap up, This deep dive really shows that innovations aren't just switched on like a light bulb.
Not at all. They're embedded,
Right.
woven into the fabric of practice through these complex social processes and, crucially, the ongoing collective effort of people. It's dynamic.
It's a process, not an event.
Exactly.
So here's a thought to leave you with. This isn't just about healthcare, is it? Think about any new idea, maybe a technology or a process you've seen introduced, perhaps at work or in your community, even just in your own life. What was the hidden work involved in making it stick? Or, maybe more interestingly, if it didn't stick, what kinds of human effort, what agentic contributions might have been missing? What wasn't done?